This is getting more confusing. Yeah, I think I'm just live twice. I think it's now 3 times, just by the way. And I don't think this one I'll be able to see a thing on. I won't be able to see the chat on. I think possibly one's through is going live through YouTube using OBS, and one is going live on OBS and connecting it to YouTube. I'm on test 2 as well, so there's 3. Is that right? So there's 3 streams up right now. Can you type on test 2 and see what that does? Because this is, if this is the case, this is scuffed. Nope. Yeah, chat's loading. Okay. A lily pad! Sorry. Sorry, that was probably... where do I want this one? I almost want to go like further out this way. I'm actually stoked about if we accomplish anything in this stream, we got a lily pad. That's a win. That's a win in my opinion. Done? Okay, see, I can't see it anywhere. So there's just 3. I'm just live in 3 areas. That's amazing. I've got 4 YouTube, 4 multi streams up. So this is how you get engagement. Just go live 3 times. Anywho, thanks for that. Yeah, I really want to look into the how to set up YouTube Shorts, and it's probably honestly a multi-streaming like setup in what's it called? In Stream Elements, OBS. Because yeah, I've been watching a few. I've scrolled through and saw a few people. I saw one person who was doing both. Right, I started scrolling on YouTube Shorts and their live came up, and I was like, oh, they can stream live. I've always wondered how people stream live to YouTube Shorts. So I then decided to look at their Twitch, and I was like, oh, their Twitch is full screen, and the YouTube Shorts is YouTube short screen. Then I went to their like channel. I went specifically to their live stream on the YouTube channel, which was in the Shorts format. So there was just like 2 black bars on either side of the screen, and I pulled it up on the computer. So it made me go like, okay, so how do you, like, you're streaming the same thing, but one's, like, it literally was formatted so that way, like, the dude was at the bottom, and then the game was at the top. And then the Twitch one was like, kind of like this, where the thing was off to the side. Whoops. Did not mean to go that far. Absolutely driving up your watch time and interaction. Yes. Get 3 views for the price of 1. If anything, it's probably wrecking it, I would say, because then it's splitting everything rather than it being. Oh, I can't hear the. Can't hear the thing. Also, our time is up. That's stream. That was way too short. For another week. Oh, I might go till daybreak. Or until it starts raining. One of the 2. Yeah. Maybe, guess you'll see. Also, I don't know how lucky we're gonna be with getting another Mending Infinity. I really want to get another one that's either got better power on it, or just more on it. Yeah, or just maybe even just a different option. But yeah, I'm literally at the point now where I'm thinking, from a bank point of view, I might need to just sell the house and just buy something small. I can just have my own space, and then because I've like downsized, my mortgage should be less, so I shouldn't have to earn as much to pay the mortgage. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because honestly, like I went to work this week and work was rough. Like just going back to like 14 to 16 hour days was rough. And like even just like after last week's stream, like just being able to just gaming again. Like I miss gaming. Like I miss gaming so much. And yes, I think we talked about last week about being addicted to video games. Like I'm probably just having like withdrawal symptoms or whatever, but like I miss gaming. I miss so much. 14 6-hour days is kind of insane, I won't lie. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things of, I saw a YouTube short, and it was about this dude who had, like, you know, they said, hey man, I can ask you a question. And they're like, oh, how much money do you make? And he was like, oh, I'm a millionaire or whatever. And then they said, oh, well, like, have you ever been poor or whatever? And he was like, I've been divorced. Like, everyone who's been divorced has been poor at some stage. Do I care about it? Not really. And that's kind of what it's like when me and Mrs. Eclipsing split up. Like, we both lost half of our assets. You know, we lost half of our money to the other person. You know, and yes, I'm upset. Like, she took so much from me, but at the end of the day, I took the same amount from her. You know. So yeah, I've been having to work 14 to 16 hour days to essentially recover. Which is hello. And it was supposed to only be a short amount of time, but because of the way we essentially us going into recession screwed that up. But I'm kind of, I guess I'm kind of getting impatient. But in saying that, I also know that like my stream quality and streaming and stuff isn't. It's not going to be like the thing that saves me. Because the quality's not there and I don't put enough like work into it. And granted, most of that's because I don't have time. So there is the, do I take the risk of like quitting my job and just going ham for like 3 months and see what happens? But things, if that fails, I'm screwed. And I don't want, you know, the streaming then just becomes work. And I don't want streaming to be work. You know, like this is the best part of my week. It's just being able to like game and chill. Yeah. I was talking to Marisol about when I was in Africa, I got a tarot card reading. And it was quite interesting because they said you need to take your like aura and like put it into the rune stones and stuff. And it was weird because I tried to like put my aura in, but it was kind of like, it was like I had to pick what. And I've kind of like realized like my auras. They said my aura is heavy and dense. Like, you know, and they said in such a way that's a bad thing. But I think I've got multiple auras. Like my aura's split. And so I put my like you know, like this aura into the things because I don't like. It was interesting because I didn't really need to find out anything about me like personally. I didn't, you know, like, oh, like, you know, think about what you want to like manifest or whatever. And for me, it was actually like it was eclipsing. Like I wanted to, so I put like eclipsing's aura in. And that was interesting. But I'm kind of like, I think having like split aura isn't, like, it's not good. So I'm trying to work out how to like merge them together. And I think the only way I can merge them together is by letting one take over the other. Which means, like, when it comes to the aura, like, I essentially need the eclipsing aura to take over everything. So, I don't know. Long story short, I guess I'm trying to work out a plan to do this full time. Then it also means I need to be a bit more open with everything. You know what? I gotta get rid of this. Yeah. Oh, definitely not. I feel like I'm kind of similar in that way. I want to make the person I am offline and the person I am on here the same. Yeah. The problem with me doing that is it's gonna affect. It's gonna potentially harm multiple people. I say potentially. It's definitely gonna harm multiple people. So I need to put systems in place to not. I need to put systems in place so that those people don't get harmed. Or that me going live isn't gonna affect anyone. Because the reason why it's hard, because the reason why I can't be fully open on here is to protect people in real life. And I'm talking like hundreds of people. Like somewhere between like 100 and 200 people. Like low hundreds. 100 and like 10-ish. I've literally thought about saying like, hey, I stream. You guys should all watch it at the same time. But yeah, if that ends up happening as well, I also couldn't be open on here because it would affect everything. I don't think I can even name that many people. No, I definitely can't. Yeah. I couldn't name them off the top of my head, to be honest. Not all of them. Probably name about 20 of them. Yeah. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot just about what I want to do, how I want to do it. And even like with VTubing, like holy heck, I've looked at like obviously there's the whole like 2.0 model and stuff, but like even like just outfits and all that stuff. Like if I had an infinite amount of money and could just go ham on that, like the amount of assets and like software and hardware you need to be a VTuber versus just being a streamer on your phone is insane. Excuse me. So I've literally thought maybe just switching the VTuber to be like a face cam. I'm saying my camera sucks. My camera absolutely sucks. Which is why like it's hard to. I mean, also my lighting and stuff also sucks. Which, again, if I get another place, I'd like to actually have like a setup. And I'm talking like I want to get like VR. I want to do VR Minecraft so bad. Yeah. I don't know what to do. And I'm sure it'll come to me. It'll come to me in a dream. Oh, a name tag. Another name tag. Oh, we've got a saddle as well. Oh, and a fish. I'm not really doing pretty good if I do say so myself. How many name tags do we need? Like 16? Yeah, have a fishing rod. But yeah, I just know work last week was rough. And I just know I need to start making actionable steps to leave. Not that my job's actually really good. This is the hard part. The hard thing. It's actually good. It pays well. I'm just stuck. And it's fine. I'll work it out. I'm in talks with the bank at the moment. That's the other thing, is like with the talks with the bank and like selling the house and stuff, like that's gonna be a 6-month process. At least. I mean, getting a new place is gonna be really hard. I'm gonna have to find something that's an absolute, like, literally, I'm gonna have to find something that's like falling apart. That has good foundations. Then I can do it up myself, and in the process of doing it up, like I can rip walls out and put like wiring in the wall specifically for my setup. And I'm excited, like if I can get that to happen, I'm excited. Oh, I missed that one. Like I'm excited about that. Oops. Alright, I should probably end stream. But I don't want to. Yeah, I don't really want to end it on that note. I did learn more about banking though. Like that was actually kind of cool about talking about bank, because I learned more about... First off, I learned more about money, and second, I learned that I don't know how money works more. Because I already knew that I didn't know how money works. But I now feel like I've learned more about how money works, and therefore learned that I really don't know how money works. Because by learning a little bit more about how money works, it's opened up a whole bunch of other like unanswered questions about how it works. But yeah. But that was honestly, like, that was interesting to learn. Yeah, I literally had a meeting with the bank for like an hour and a half. Like, it was enlightening. And the part I don't understand is how people say that, like, the tax... I don't want to say tax evasion, because it's not tax... I mean, I suppose it is tax evasion. But how do people tax evade? Learning money does seem like it would be useful. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, like, this is the thing, is like, so when I say I don't know how money works, for example, let's say I earn $100 and you earn $100, right? Now you do everything right. You know, you pay your taxes, you pay your whatever. And at the end of it, you have like $60, right? So you paid $40 to the government, you paid for all your whatever. And then you now have $60 to like pay your rent and power and internet and stuff. Now for me, again, I don't understand how this works. But for me, I go and I get, I earn my $100, but then I go to the bank and I earn $100. I take out a $100 loan. And so now I can say to the tax man, hey, I made $100, but also I've now got $100 of debt. Sorry, I get a loan from the bank, and then I take that loan and I spend that loan on whatever. Now, from that point of view, I now have $0 net. I have a net $0 because even though I still physically have $100, I owe the bank $100. So by the time I've used that $100 to pay the bank back, I've got a net $0. So I'm now sitting here with $100, a $100 loan, and I've bought something for $100. And that's something I bought could have been my food, my whatever. And because of that, I can say to the tax man, I don't have to pay any tax because I have made no money. Despite the fact that I've spent $100 on my rent and food, and you've only spent $60. But I've now got that $100 loan that's now getting interest that I have to pay more on. And that's the part I don't understand, is because everyone goes, oh, you only have to pay 7% interest on the loan rather than 33% interest on the on like taxes. But to me, I'm like, okay, that's 7% on the loan this paycheck. But next paycheck, you've got another $100 loan, and you've got another 7% interest plus your 7% interest on your current $100. So now, next paycheck, you're essentially paying 14% interest on it because, or no, you're paying 7% interest, but on $200, which is the equivalent of 14% on $100. And the next one, and before you know it, like after 5 weeks, you'll be paying more interest on your loan than you'll be getting from not paying tax, which I don't get. But the way they make the money, Clipsing has not committed tax evasion. No, yeah, I have not committed tax evasion. I'm just trying to, like, I don't understand how it works. So then, I can kind of see it from the point of view when I'm saying, like, oh, I spent $100 on rent and whatever. Like, they don't. They spend $100 buying something that's then going to make them $110. So as a result, when they're paying the 7% tax, they've made $10 from the asset they've bought that they're then paying $7 on it. So they've now made $3 of free money, tax-free. But that $100 has to keep making you, every week has to keep making you $7. So you're still paying the interest to the bank on the loan. It's just that the thing that you've used the loan for is making you more money than the interest. But the thing is, you're going to have to keep doing that infinitely. Like every week. So that's what I don't understand, I guess. Time to learn how tax evasion works. Yeah, like, I don't get it. Because to me, it's just better just pay your taxes. But clearly it's not. Clearly it's not, because everyone who does that is like a billionaire. So I just don't get it. And I feel like it's one of those things, if I like literally just spent a little bit of time actually like going through it, I reckon I'll get it. But even now when I'm going through, it doesn't make sense. And then I'm like, so does everyone just like lie about? Like, is that just people on the internet being like, oh my goodness, guys? Or is it real? Why is how do billions avoid taxes the first damn result? Right? And this is the thing, is I think it has to do with your assets. I think it depends where you are asset-wise. And there's good debt and bad debt. Oops. But it's I don't understand. But what I do know is if I didn't have to pay taxes, just saying, if I didn't have to pay taxes, and I do pay my taxes, I have my IR4 and IR10 and IR3 forms filled out every year. So I do pay my taxes. But if I didn't have to, I would have about double the money I have now. I'd be earning double my paycheck. Yeah. In some years, billionaires such as Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and George Soros paid no federal income tax at all. Billionaires avoid these taxes by taking out special ultra-low interest loans available only to them and using their assets as collateral. Yeah. So that's the thing, is I think you have to have assets to do it. But the thing is, they still have to pay interest on those loans. And yeah, there might be ultra-low interest, like 1 or 2%. Versus paying 33% in taxes. But if you make $1 billion and then you take out a loan for $1 billion to offset it and go, oh, and then you spend that money from the loan on another asset. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you just compile. Holy shit! Holy shit! That's all it is. There's good assets and bad assets, though. But essentially, all it is... Okay, hold up. So let's say I have $100, like I was saying before. And then, like, this week... I was saying... So this week, I spend $100 on an asset. And then next week, I take another loan out for another $100 on an asset. I've now essentially bought... Like... And so week two, I haven't paid any interest or whatever, not interest, any taxes, because on week 2 I've now taken an extra $100 loan out. I still have $200 sitting in my account, unspent, as well as this $200 loan. Plus, I've now spent double the money on an asset that will be making me 10% more to pay off the interest. But now I can go to the bank. And to now earn another. Oh shit! I'm like, no worries, Marisol. We're learning about tax evasion. This is just purely educational, by the way. I pay my taxes. Just everyone. Just by the way. But so in week 2, I've now got a $200 in cash, a $200 loan from the bank, so that like cancels each other out, and I don't have to pay tax. I don't have to pay tax on that because I've made $0. And then I've also got $200 of assets that should be making me, and this is I think where the key is. It should be making me like 10%, so that way I can cover the interest on the loan from the money that the asset's making me. Now week 3 comes along, right? Week 3, I can say to the bank, hey, bank, I have made $100 that I have to now pay whatever on. So can I have a $100 loan? And the bank goes, yeah, sure, here's a $100 loan. I can then also turn around to the bank and say, hey, I have $200 worth of assets. So can I actually make it a $300 loan? And then I buy $400 worth of assets to add to my $200 of assets. And then week 4 comes along, and I do the same thing and go, oh, can I borrow $800? And I keep compiling it. By doing that, what I borrowed 4 weeks ago, being like $400, looks like nothing compared to the $2,000 I'm currently borrowing. And because I have those assets and they're making me money, it's canceling out the interest. So now it just gets to a point where I just have like thousands of dollars of, let's say $10,000. I've got 100. And I have $10,000 worth of debt. But I've also got $10,000 worth of assets. But because those assets are making me more money than the percentage of my debt, I'm actually in a net positive of like $30, and therefore my net worth is worth $30. Now, if I extrapolate that out to be like, $1 billion, my net worth would be like 300 million. Right? Tax evasion is one of my favorite crimes that I don't commit. If you could commit any crime, this was on a Ludwig stream. If you could commit any crime, what crime would it be? Oh, sorry. If you could commit any crime and that crime could never happen again, what would it be? I'm literally leaning towards tax evasion. Imagine how much... well, I said better the world would be, but actually the government would just be super rich. And I don't necessarily think they would use that money for good. If they were super rich and could afford heaps of stuff, the price of everything would just go up as a result. Well, no, would it? No, it wouldn't. Also, I was supposed to end stream like 30 minutes ago. I mean, I guess that would mean no evil billionaires could do tax evasion. Yeah. But I think the whole... I'm processing stuff. Like, because the thing is, it's not like, okay, it is tax evasion. It is 100% tax evasion, but it's not illegal. They're doing it through loopholes. They're following the rules of the legal system. Which is fucked. Morals. How much am I willing to compromise to make the world a better place? Yeah. Well, because you could go down the route of so as Ludwig said, you could go down the there's two camps. Camp 1 is you murder someone, and therefore no one can murder anyone again. I'm happy you didn't end yet, lol. I'm sorry I missed like an hour stream. No stress, no worries. We've just been fishing. I caught a fishing rod. I pulled up a fishing rod with no enchantments on it. You missed that. Yeah. Oh, I'm also, if you go to YouTube, I'm streaming on I have 3 different streams live on YouTube. Just by the way. One of them's called Test 2. One of them's called, Default something or other. And one of them's called, Short Fishing Stream. Which now isn't even that short of a fishing stream. We also talked about how I might have to sell my property, buy a smaller property, so that my mortgage isn't so high, so that way I can have like a 1-bedroom place to myself that I can set up for purely for streaming. I don't actually have any water to hydrate myself with. Oh, we caught a lily pad! We caught a lily pad too! That I'm standing on right here. So that takes us up to 7 lily pads. I'm fishing. Woo. Also, Fred, I have a question. Have you been, or Marisol, have you been going onto the YouTube, by the way? Specifically the one that says short fishing stream? Question mark. But yeah, so one camp was I'm not on the YouTube ones. The reason I ask is because I can essentially see the YouTube going 1 viewer and then 0 viewers, and then 1 viewer and then 0 viewers, and then 1 viewer and 0 viewers. I am on all 4 streams still. Okay. That must... Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure YouTube checks for legitimate views and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that streaming on 4. Yeah, Raven Boy, welcome on in. Also, again, I don't know if I should still call you by your old usernames. Emphasis on names. I'll call you Raven. Also, if you could commit a crime and then no one else could commit that crime, what crime would it be? I've got an ad now. I have another 4. So you got an ad now, and you have another 4. Oh, so you didn't hear my question. I see. But yeah, tax evasion would be interesting. If you made it so that no one else could do tax evasion. Yeah, Ludwig said the other one was perjury. Go to court and lie in court. Commit the crime of lying in court. The only issue with that is you would have to be in court in the first place, which means you would have to be a witness on the stand. Congrats on second, Raven Boy. Or you would have had to commit a crime, which would have been the crime that no one else could do. Therefore, the crime of perjury wouldn't exist. But it just means no one could lie in court, which honestly would... People could still murder, but then they couldn't lie about not being the murderer. I'm here now. Hello. Hello! So, have you checked the YouTube chats? So, yes and no. There's 3 YouTube chats. One of them I can see, but it doesn't pop up on Twitch. The one that pops up on Twitch, I can't see. And then there's a third one, the Test 2 one, that has nothing on it. So if you are busy watching me on a stream called Test 2... Oh. I cannot see you. I cannot see you. I cannot, if you're chatting, I cannot see you. Maybe check that one. Wait, the one that I can't see? Maybe check the one that I can't see. Why? Why? Did YouTube... Is Ariel on that one? Ed, Ariel is here. Yo! Ariel! I can't see you on that stream because we've got 4 streams running and 3 of them are on YouTube. I have 3 YouTube streams running. But Ariel, hello, welcome on in. I don't know what to do. Other than, you know, I'm gonna cancel out the 2 streams. So, Ariel, you know, anyone watching on YouTube at all, if your stream cuts out, it'll probably be the one called default, or it'll be the one called test 2. Re-look for my stream because the one called short fishing stream will be the one that